Hello, Sheikh Fatumo. You are the first one as usual. Welcome. Bidemi, welcome. Rochelle White, nice to see you. Omonike, welcome. Ayodele Solomon, welcome. Shigo, welcome. What a yellow evening. Yes. Yellow evening. Katia Argirova, Ocean Prayer, Glory Bay, Anastasia McDonald, Ludmila Kulik, Здравствуйте, добрый вечер, рад вас видеть. Fumi Okerayi, good evening, welcome. Okay, Babatunde, Fumi Onifade, welcome. Good evening to all of you. Bonnie Fast Heart, Gladys Unshank, Adeleke Adeniyi, Caroline Shoronke, Lola Shoronke, Ladi Shoronke. Wow, all of you following each other as if you agreed. Benny Gift, Hilde Heimdal from Norway. Blessing, Hilde. Christy Bassi, Ojekwa Israel. Welcome everyone. And as you are coming in, could I ask you to please go ahead and write something on your and share. First of all, you need to share the link. If you share the link, you get to welcome some more people, and you need to like the program as well. So let us press the like button and the share button. So if we could do that too, we'll be inviting some of our friends to come and join us. So please press the share button and the like button. They are near each other. If you could like this program and share the program, we'll be inviting people who don't know that we're on this new platform, so we could welcome them as well. So let's go ahead and welcome our friends to come and hear more teachings about the men. We are talking about men today. This whole week we're going to be talking about men and what men are supposed to be, or who men are supposed to be, and how to function as a man, how to truly function as a man. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. I so wish that we will invite as many people as possible. So let's go ahead and press the share button and like the program, and we'll be ready to start. So today's message is learning to function as a real man. Learning to function as a real man. Because it's one thing to think that you are a man, and it's a sad thing to think that the only thing that makes you to be a man is just because you are a male. To think that the only thing that makes you to think you are a man is just because you are having something between your legs. That will not be so good. That is not enough argument. That is not enough reason for you to be a man. So you must learn to discover yourself. All of us must discover ourselves. If we don't discover ourselves, then we will not be able to function the way we are supposed to function. The other day I spoke about understanding. Give me understanding and I shall live. Your level of life depends on the understanding you possess. Your quality of life is directly related to your understanding of life. Give me understanding and I shall live. Give me understanding. Everything depends on understanding. Your understanding will either limit you or it will propel you forward. So when it comes to men, the male man, for a man to function as a real man, he must have an understanding of who a real man is. Give me understanding, and then I shall live. So for us to be able to, for our men to be able to function like men, for our men to be able to become real men, they need to have that understanding of who a man is. Give me understanding, and I shall live. So that's why we are talking about today, learning to function. Men must learn to function as a real man. As a real man. Men must learn to function as real men. As real men. So again, the fact that you have something between your legs is not enough a reason for you to become a real man. The fact that you are a male person, a male man, does not mean that you are a real man. Talk less of knowing how to function as a man. This morning, I spoke to you about who is a man. And just to refresh your memory, I will just quickly mention it, that we say the man is the foundation of humanity. God started the creation of man. He created husband and wife. He created man and woman the same. He made them one. He created them at the same time, blessed them at the same time. But when he was starting the process of releasing man and woman into real practical life, he started by releasing the man. He used the man as the foundation. The man was the first to be released into his fullness, into his manhood. The first was the first of the two to be released as the human, as the person, as a human individual. So as an individual, it was the first. If you are the first, you are the pioneer. The pioneer means that you are the foundation. You lay the groundwork. You are the foundation. So the man is the source. The man is the root. The man is the foundation. The man is the beginning. So therefore, like I said in the morning, if you want to know the function of a thing, if you want to know the destiny of a thing or how a thing is supposed to function, you look into how it is created, how it is made. Now, this iPad is made to be able to shoot and to be able to, record video and audio, not just to be able to write, even though it can write as well. The way you are made determines the way you are supposed to function. Your smartphone that you are using now, it's made to be able to show video, to be able to have camera and screen. Because it is made that way, it means it's supposed to function that way. The way we are made is the way we are meant to function. If your telephone is not made with camera, if your telephone is not made with a screen to show camera and it's not shooting video, it means it's not meant to function that way. But if it's shooting video and it's having a screen to show video, it means it is meant to function that way. Things are made to function the way they are. The way things are, the way things are made is an indication and a pointer to the way they are meant to function. So the same thing with the man. If the man is made to be the first, it means he's made to be the foundation. It means he's made to be the founding platform. It means he's made to be the source. It means the man is made to be the root. It means the man is made to be the beginning. It means the man is made to be the base, the basis of all humanity. So, and we came to the conclusion that the very fundamental calling of the man, the very primary calling and identity of the man, is that the man is made first of all to become the foundation of life, foundation of humanity, foundation of life. So the fact that we are placed in the foundation of humanity means that we are meant to be foundation of life itself, to be foundation of life. So what is a foundation, and how is a foundation supposed to operate? How is a foundation supposed to live? We spoke, in the morning about who and what a foundation is. Today, in the evening right now, I'm continuing to talk about how a real man is supposed to function as the foundation. Now you know that you are the foundation of man's life, of humanity. You are the foundation not just of your family, you are the foundation of not just your relatives, you are the foundation of your society. You are supposed to be the foundation of your country. You are the foundation of your church. You are the foundation of the social life in your country, of the economic life of your society, of the political life of your country. You are the foundation for the children. You are the foundation for the mothers, for the wives. You are the foundation for your sisters, for your brothers, for your even fathers, for your relatives. A man is a foundation because you are put at the root of all things. You are put at the root of creation. And this morning, I showed you the example of how the root functions. Let's say this is a tree here. The root is under here, is in the ground. The root goes down, goes to any length to get nutrition and feeding and food to the plant. The root, the plant doesn't have a root, but we're talking about the root. Root goes far and wide to get food, to get nutrient, to get nutrition, to get water, to get vitamins, to get everything that that the tree needs. So the root it will go down, it will go wide, it will go, deep, it will go wide. That is what a man is supposed to be. The man, being the foundation, is on the ground. The man is looking, is supporting, is looking for ways to generate support for the whole structure. So just like the foundation of the house is the one that is holding up, that is upholding the building, the structure. The women are just the beauty, they are just the painting and the color. They are the ones who bring the beauty out and everything. But the men are the foundation of the house. In the morning, I'd show you how a foundation looks like. A foundation looks like this. It's under underneath, it is under the house. It is on the basis of the house. So you don't see it, but it's the one that is most important. It's the one that holds the house together, and is the one upon which the house is based. So what we also spoke about the qualities of a foundation. So what are the qualities that God is expecting from the man? God is expecting that the man will be the source of supply. God is expecting that the man, just like the root goes down and goes on adventure, God is expecting the man, and he actually created the man to be a man of adventure. A man is not supposed to sit on his bed or to lie down on that bed the whole day and be sending the woman to go do the adventure and to go and bring the food. No. The man is the one that goes hunting. So a man is made to be the hunter, just like the root does. The root goes deep, it goes wide, it goes to any length to be able to bring nutrient supply to the family. So that's exactly what the man is supposed to do. The man is supposed to be the one going to champion causes, going to win, going to fight, going to get territories, going to conquer, going to subdue, going to have victories, trophies, and bringing glory back to the house. That is what the foundation, the root does. That is what the source does. And the man, that is how we are meant to function. We are not meant to just go and get a job and just going to job and just coming out and living a routine life, the same life, and doing the same thing all the time, and just being at the mercy of your employer or at the mercy of your job. We are supposed to be exploring all the time. We are supposed to be conquering all the time. We are supposed to be, charting new territories. We are supposed to be subduing new lands for God. That is all men are supposed to be. But besides that, the foundation, like the foundation of the house that I am in right now, that foundation, the foundation of this house is what is supplying the stability of the house. So stability, man is supposed to be the stability of the society. When you see any society shaking, when you see any economy shaking, when you see any society that is misguided, that is going, elter-skelter, that is going everywhere, it's because men have not stood. Men have not stood in the area of finances. Men have not stood in the area of economy. Men have not taken their place. When men take their place in the right places, when men take their place in the economy, they fix it. The economy becomes stable. When men take their place when men arise. I mean, look at the men like Martin Luther King. When Martin Luther King arose, a man arose in Israel and he fixed the problem of racism and segregation in America. When another Martin Luther arose in Germany, a man arose in Israel, in Zion, and he fixed the problem of Catholic error and all, lack of direction for the church. When men arise, each time men arise, things change. When Moses arose, it brought deliverance to Israel. When men arise, one of the greatest things that could happen to any generation is to get the men to stand up, is to get the men to take responsibility. When real men appear in the stage, when real men appear on the scene, they bring about stability. I mean, I know exactly what I'm talking about. When ladies, women who are here in my house or in my family, they don't need to be your family members, but women are supposed to feel it upon themselves when a man enters. When you enter, you bring confidence. When you enter, you are supposed to be bringing peace. You are supposed to be bringing so much confidence. Just like the foundation of this house brings so much stability, so much peace. I don't need to worry. I don't need to be concerned about anything. That is the way God created the men to be. Men are supposed to bring so much comfort. They're supposed to bring so much comfort. Everywhere they go to, when they arise, there is answer. I was talking to some girls this afternoon about it, and they told me, one of the girls said, "You know what, Pastor, I know exactly what you're talking about. When you said that word, that men are supposed to bring stability, when you mentioned that, I remember my father. She said, each time our father comes in, it's because our father was a missionary, and our father used to travel from one place to the other. And she said, each time that, he said, we could be going through a lot of challenges. We could be going through a lot of trials. All the women in the house are panicking. All the children are not stable. They don't know what to do and what's going on. The mother, it might be troubled. But when daddy comes home, she says so much peace. She says he knows exactly what I'm talking about. A man has shown up. A man has showed up. A man has showed up. A man has showed up, my friend. And he said all the worries disappear to somewhere. All the fear goes somewhere. All the concerns disappear. All the panicky disappear somewhere. Oh my God, that is what fathers are supposed to provide. That's what real fathers are supposed to provide. That is what real fathers are supposed to provide. And let me tell you, you guys that are out there, let me tell you something about women. Every girl is not looking to marry you because you are a man. Because you are a male. The ladies are not looking to marry you because you have something between your legs. That is not the reason she's marrying you. The lady doesn't want to marry you because of sex. She's not looking for sex. She's not looking to sleep with you. She's looking for that stability. Any woman is looking for that stability. Any woman is looking for that assurance that a father brings. That is why the first duty of a man is to become that figure of stability, that fatherly figure that brings protection, that brings reassurance, that brings stability, that brings so much peace, so much that just like the father, you know what a woman is looking for? She's looking for that same guarantee, that same security, that same stability, that same peace, that same protection that she used to feel when her father would come to the house. That same thing that her father used to bring, the protection, the security, the assurance, the guarantee, the stability. That is what a woman is looking for. And that's why every woman wants to marry. And that's why every woman is looking for a husband. Not because of sex, not because of any other thing you can give, not because of it's because of that protection, that stability. And even if a girl had never had a father, even if a girl didn't have a good father or never had a father, there is something in her. There is something in her. There is something in her that is always eager for that protection. There is something in that girl that is always eager for that security, for that stability. She knows intuitively, she knows that there is supposed to be a man in her life. And that man doesn't have to be her husband. But unfortunately, many people have thought that only a husband can give this security. Not just your husband. It could be your brother. It could be your son. It could be your father. But father is the first person to give that. So because why does a woman need this? Why is a woman feeling that security and that stability that comes from the man? Why? How? Why does the woman need that stability? It's not a husband they necessarily need. It's not really a man that they necessarily need, and it's not sex that they need. It's because the woman is taken from the rib of the man. The woman is taken from the rib of the man, and so she knew where she comes from. She knew that when she was there in that rib, she's protected. She is protected. She is protected by the arm of the man. She's protected. She's secured. So when she's on her own, she knows that there's supposed to be a man that's supposed to cover for her, that's supposed to protect her. So intuitively, every woman is in need of that protection. Every woman is in need of that protection, of that stability. That is why the other day, I showed you a picture about how a woman sees the world. A woman has more desire to just be loved and be protected and be covered than to make love or to do sex or anything like that. What is more paramount in the mind of the woman is that she has that protection. Let me show you that photograph again. I'm sorry, but it could help a little bit. It could help a little bit. Let me tell you, the greatest desire of a girl, the greatest desire of a woman in a relationship, the reason why a woman wants a relationship, it's not because a man is going to give her children or going to give her sex or going to sleep with her. The greatest thing that woman desires is this. Can you see? Can you see her? This picture? Can you see this picture? This is what the whole world for any woman. This is what the whole world for any woman. Is it true? This is what the whole world for any woman. Just that org, just that presence, just that protection. See the arm of security and on her? You see the security. That is stability right there. And that is when she feels loved. That's how she feels loved. By her father, or by her husband, or by her friend, or by her pastor, or by her brother, or by her but by her husband, or that is the real love for the woman. This is why she marries here. This is why. Forget about the man. Forget about the man. Forget about that. Forget about the man. The man is having his rubbish in his head. Man only has one thing in the head. But forget about that one. But look at the woman. This is what a man is supposed to seek to provide, first of all. A man is supposed to, first of all, give this security. Can you see that security in that photograph? Can you feel that security here? Can you feel that security? I can see the security. I can see how that girl is feeling protected. I can see how she's feeling secured, how she's feeling rested, how she's feeling that stability, that covering. See how she's feeling the covering? See how she's feeling the stability, the peace. I can tell. It's amazing, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful, nothing like it. And if you are a man, that is what you should seek to. That is what every woman is looking for. Every woman is looking for that stability. Every woman is looking for that man. So what is a man? Who is a man? A man, therefore, is not defined by if he is a male or is not a male. A man, therefore, is not defined by either is able to do sex or is not able to do sex. That is not what defines a man. So what therefore defines a man? The thing that defines a man is how much stability he is able to give. The thing that defines a man is how much strength is he able to provide. The thing that defines the man is how much longevity and durability is he able to bring to this table. The thing that defines a man is how much responsibility. Just like the foundation. Everything that the foundation does. Do you think about the foundation of a house? What does the foundation of the house bring? Foundation of the house brings durability. Foundation of the house brings stability. Foundation of the house brings strength. The foundation of the house brings responsibility. The foundation of the house brings steadiness. No balance, guaranteed. The foundation of the house brings bearing, holding up. The foundation of the house brings depth. The foundation of the house brings, like the root, it goes to adventure, goes to seek, and draws in wealth to the house, brings in nutrients, brings in all the provision that is needed. That is what a woman is looking for. So if you see a woman that is looking up to you, if you see a woman that is looking up to you, she's not looking for you for what is between your leg. She is not looking about that. She is looking at you, hoping that you are a real man. Who is a real man? A real man is the foundation. He's the one that's able to act as the foundation, like the foundation of a house. A real man is the one that is able to be everything a foundation can be. And that is why we make bold to tell any woman today that you don't have any business looking at any man that is not proved himself to be a stability factor. You don't have any business looking at every man. Before you pay attention to any man and before you answer any man, let him prove to you how much stability has he provided. How much stability can he provide for himself, for his family, for you, for the people around him. How much durability can he bring? How much strength can he provide? How much peace can he provide? How much responsibility can he offer? How much steadiness can he bring to your situation and circumstances? If you see a man that is telling you, you go and work for 50%, I'll go and work for 50%. Take your slippers, remove that slippers from your leg. And tell him, if you don't leave now, this thing is going to land on somebody's face. This thing is going to land on somebody's face. Okay? Because it's not proved to you his responsibility yet. He has not yet proved to you what it means to be responsible. He has not shown to you he's a man. If he does not provide these things, he's not a man. He is not a man. A man is not defined by what is between his legs. A man is defined by the amount, to what extent is able to function as a foundation. A man is defined by how much strength of a foundation he could bring, how much foundation he is, how much is he a foundation. If he's not a foundation, if he cannot function like a foundation, let him go and dress up. Let him go and get himself ready. Let him go and learn. Let him go and be taught. Let him go and get himself equipped. Let him go and be trained. Let him go and become a man. A man is not born. A man is made. He's got to make himself. He's got to make himself. That is why David was talking what we spoke about yesterday. That give me understanding and I will live. If a man does not have an understanding of who he is, he does not have the right to. He cannot live. He cannot give you life. He does not have life to give you. If he's not responsible, he does not have life. If he doesn't have understanding, he does not have life. If he's not having the knowledge that is supposed to be a foundation, he cannot give you life. He does not have what to give you. And the only thing that a woman is looking for is that stability. The thing that a woman is looking for is that strength, is that durability, that responsibility, that steadiness. Those are the things that the woman is looking for. If he cannot give you that one, he's not having anything to give you. He's having the wrong things to give you. He's going to bring you sorrow. He's going to bring you destruction. He's going to bring you tears. He's going to bring you broken-heartedness. He's going to bring you deception. He's going to bring you bruises in your face. He's going to bring you blood coming from your head. He's going to bring you pain and sorrow and tears. If a man does not have and does not know that he is the foundation, if he's going to be sending you to work, to go and work for 50%, he is not responsible. Can you imagine the foundation of my house here? This foundation here? Can you imagine the foundation of my house saying, okay, I'm going to take care of the left side of the house and I cannot know you will take care of the right side. I'm going to be holding up the one side of the house and you go and work to hold on the second half. The woman is not the foundation. The woman is in the foundation. It's not the woman who is the foundation. It's the man who is the foundation. He must think. You as the man must think how to hold up the house. You as the man must lead the way. That's what it means to be a man. That's what it means to be a man. So if a man, that should be your criteria, ladies. If you know that he doesn't know what it means, he doesn't have an understanding of being a foundation, chase him. Kick him out. Kick him out. He's not a man. A man is known by, if he's a man or not, by how much foundation can he be. Does he realize his role as a foundation or not? If he cannot be a foundation, he is not grown up yet. It could be a male, call him a male, okay. Call him a boy, okay. Call him a slave, a servant, Enoch. Call him anything, but not a man. What makes a man is his ability to be foundation, to function as the foundation. What makes a man is the ability for him to function as a man. It's not his sex, Like I said in the morning, all dogs also have that thing between their legs. Don't tell me that is the criteria to be a man. Can you call the dogs men also? All pigs also have it between their legs. Do you want to call them men because they are pig, or horses? Horses also have it between their legs. Some women now, they prefer to be having sex with horse than with a man. Because horse doesn't complain, doesn't say anything. But man will still be saying, cook for me or do anything for me or go and do this and that. Because so for the women who are having sex with horses, is because they don't see the difference. They only see man as the same thing as horse. That one has something between the legs, and this one has something between the legs. At least this one doesn't complain, doesn't cook, order me up and down and say I'm the head, go and cook, go and work, go and do 50% or something. So they go and prefer the horse and go and be sleeping with the horse because that's the only thing they think the men can do. But when we change that mentality, when we convince the world that man is not just the man that is able to sleep, man is not just having the ability to sleep, that is not the only thing a man offers. The ability to sleep is not the only thing a man offers. The ability to sleep is not the only thing a man offers. A man offers more than that. Dog can sleep, horses can sleep, pig can sleep, anything can sleep, but man, they're the only one that can bring stability. Men are the only one that can bring responsibility. Men are the only ones that can bring assurance, that can bring provision. Men are the only one that can bring the fatherly covering. Men are the only ones that can bring the peace. Men are the only ones that can bring what is needed. So we qualify ourselves and rise over the level of the horse. We qualify ourselves and make ourselves higher than the level of the dog and the pig and the horse and all other animals that can sleep with people or with other people, with women. We can say, no, we are not animals. We have become humans. We have become human beings. We have become, solid men. We have become responsible men. We have qualified ourselves to ask for the hand of a woman, because we don't just bring something between the legs to the table. We don't just bring sex to the table. We don't just bring, masculine to the table, machoism to the table. We'll bring life to the table. We'll bring fatherhood to the table. We'll bring stability to the table. We'll bring foundation to the table. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That is something the animals cannot do. That is something the animal. But unfortunately, there are some men that don't differ from the animals. As sad as that might sound, and as rough and as rude as that might sound, there are some men that have not differentiated themselves from the animals. And the only thing they can do is just to sleep. And that is why men are looked down at. That is why men are laughing stock. That is why men are ridiculed, are not respected, are humiliated. That is why men have lost authority in the society. That is why the whole world is shaking. The foundations of the earth is shaking. Because men have not taken responsibility. Men have not learned that they are foundations of the earth. Men have not learned that they were made to become the root, to be at the root, at the foundation of life. Men have not been told that they are the ones who are supposed to function as the foundation of every kind of life, in every area, in every community they find themselves. Men have not been told that they are defined by how much they can function as foundation, as men. That is what defines them as a man. It's not their age, it's not their height, it's not their dressing, it's not their fashion, it's not their tie, it's not their suit, it's not their car, it's not their job. It's the amount of responsibility the house can take, the foundation can take on itself. There are different foundations. There are foundations that can only take one-story bungalow. But there are foundations that can take 20 stories building, 20 stories building, 20-story building. Same foundation. This is foundation, this is foundation. But if you go and put 20 stories on a foundation that is only built for one story, catastrophe will come. So the quality of the man depends on how much he has built in himself, how much understanding he has built into himself, how much strength he has built in himself. So if you come across a man that is complaining, okay, so what will I get from you? Okay, so what will I do? So what will so you want me, what percentage will you take of the house bill? Will you pay for the car? I'm paying for the house. Will you pay for the food? I'm paying for the school uniform. If you meet a man like that, you know that, and you are 4 stories lady, or 5-story lady, or 20-story woman, you know that this one in a bungalow, you don't need bungalow. This one has not fashioned himself. This one has not prepared himself. This one has not built his foundation. He has not learned to be foundation. He has not prepared himself. He has not done quality work. He doesn't know how to function as reliability. He doesn't know how to bring stability. He doesn't know how to bring durability. He doesn't know how to bring responsibility. He doesn't know how to bring balance, bearing, depth, vision. He doesn't know how to bring this character. And he cannot function as a man. He is not a man yet. Let him go grow up in his father's house. Please, if you have not shared this link, let's go ahead and share the link. I want to call upon all of you to go and like the video right now. Let's go like the video and let's go share it as well. If you have not shared the link yet, if you have not shared the video yet, let's go share the video, because the thing is just beginning right now. Go and press the like button and the share button. Let's go and share it and like it immediately, because now the real meat is going to begin. So how does a man function as a real man? How does a man function as a real man? The test, how much you are a man, how much you are, to what degree you are a man depends on, just ask yourself as a man, just ask yourself the question. How much people experience comfort, and experience stability when you appear? Where do you appear to and people feel that peace, that joy, that comfort, that peace of heart? Where do you bring that stability to? When you appear in your children's house, in your children's school, is there protection? Do they feel your presence? Do they feel that you bring solution? Do they feel that you bring supply? Do they feel that you bring peace? Do they feel that you bring stability? Do they feel that you bring help? Do they feel that their weight are lifted off them? Do they feel that someone has arrived? How many people do you bring peace and of that stability to? Who do you function? Where do you function as a foundation? Who feels you as foundation? If it is only your family that is feeling you as foundation, that is limited liability. That is limited responsibility. If you are a man, you are supposed to be a man everywhere. You are supposed to be a man not just to your own family. You are supposed to be a man everywhere. Everywhere you appear, people are supposed to feel that peace. People are supposed to feel that burden leaving them. People are supposed to feel that weight of lifting, because you offer to do the job. You offer to lift the weight. You carry the weight. You carry the responsibility. You know what? I have a sister in Nigeria, and this my sister, she brought me to the Lord. You know, I don't know if there's anybody I love in this world like her, apart from my family. She's because she has replaced my mother. She has replaced my grandmother, and you know, I just love her. She's married, but you know, whenever she runs into a problem back at home, she's in Africa, and I'm here in Ukraine. You know, whenever she runs into trouble, you know, she's not looking for a pastor. She's a pastor herself. She knows all kinds of pastors in all denominations in Nigeria. But she's not looking for pastors. She's not calling the pastors. She's not calling the husband. When things really get tough, she's looking for her brother. 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 And I'm the youngest brother. I have two senior brothers. One of those brothers is there is there with her in Nigeria. And one of these brothers is in Europe here with me. But you know who she calls? You know who she calls? A woman. A woman will always naturally gravitate only towards the foundation. That is where the real man is. That is where the real man is. A woman will naturally gravitate to security. To security. Where security is. A woman will naturally gravitate to where stability is coming from. To where responsibility is coming from. Where protection is coming from. She's always naturally gratifying towards the foundation. We need men today, my friend. We need real men. We don't just need men who are male. We don't just need men who are men because they are 50 years old, or they are 30 years old, or 40 years old, or 60 years old, or 70 years old. We don't just need men who are just men because they have something between their legs. We don't just need men because they are called men. We need men, friends, who can take responsibility. We need men who can act as the foundation, who can who can stand tall and say, don't worry about it, we'll fix it. We need those men, more of those men that will cover you with their love, men that will cover you with their care, men that will give you that covering. That is what every girl is looking for. That's what every wife, and she doesn't have to be your wife. It could be your daughter, it could be your friend, it could be your sister, it could be your mother, it could even be your father. It could even be your father. Everybody in this world is in need of that foundation. The whole world is looking for that foundation. Something that will hold them strong. Something that will give them assurance about tomorrow and about the future and about the present. My sister could call at 2 o'clock in the night, and she knows that if my brother will get this call, can you imagine it? There was a day that armed robbers broke into her house. Armed robbers in Lagos, all right? Armed robbers. She's supposed to call the police, or she's supposed to call the security, or she's supposed to call the husband, or she's supposed to call the neighbors, or she's supposed to call the church, or some people who are there in her vicinity. Now, the first thing that could come to her mind is to pick up that call and call Ukraine. She is in Africa. That is how it is. That is how it is. Women need that symbol of real foundation. They want to walk with assurance. They want to walk on the earth with confidence. They want that arm that they could rely on. They want that fortress. They need that fortress. So my question to you as a man right now is, who are you that foundation to in your life? Who are you the foundation to? Who are you providing that kind of security to? Who are you acting as that foundation to? You know what? I don't care. I don't care what is happening. If I am in this country, I take responsibility for it. I might not be a politician, but just because I'm a man, it is my manhood demand from me to do something about political chaos. If it is a political chaos, I must do something about it. It is because I'm a man. It's not because I'm a politician. I don't need to be a politician to respond to the political crisis. I just need to be a man. If there is economic crisis, I don't need to be a businessman to respond. I don't need to be the economist, an economist or a financist of the country to respond. I just need to be a man. I just need to be a man. I just need to be a man, friends. A man responds to every situation of instability. A man responds to every situation of uncertainty, insecurity, and chaos. A man brings fatherhood. A man brings fatherly protection. A man brings assurance. A man brings security. So who do you bring that assurance to? Are the people of your country feeling the fact that you are a man and that you are in that country? Are the people, are the orphans and the widows of your land feeling it upon themselves that you are in that country? Are the prisoners feeling you that you are present in that country? Are the ladies, are the women, are school pupils and girls, are they feeling it that you are present in that country? How are you acting as a man? What is your functionality as a man? Where is it manifested? Where is your manhood manifested? A man brings stability. A man is foundation. Foundation holds on to everything. Foundation holds everything together. Is your country feeling that you are bringing that foundation? You provide, you supply that foundation to the needs of your country, to the needs of your environment, or your community, of your country? When a real man appears, it's supposed to be peace, supposed to come. Tranquility is supposed to be there. When a real man comes, he removes everything that is destroying the lack of joy. He destroys everything. He removes everything that is causing people to be void of joy. He's bringing them, he's taking responsibility for that thing that is not making them to enjoy, that is not making them to experience joy. He's taking responsibility to remove that cause of sorrow. And he's supplying, he's being a channel of joy. A real man is a channel of joy. A real man is a channel of peace. A real man is a channel of happiness. He does everything he needs to do. He does everything necessary. Just like you look at the foundation. Look at the foundation. Look at the foundation of a house. Thanks to foundation, we could rest. Thanks to foundation, we don't have to fear. Thanks to foundation of this house, we don't have to be worried and thinking this thing is going to collapse on our head. Thanks to foundation, we don't have to be worried that there is rain outside or there is wind outside. Thanks to foundation, we don't have to be concerned about the weather. So when a man appears in a place, those are the things that he's supposed to provide. When a man appears, there must be some kind of predictability. You know there's a certainty with him. Just by him being there. Just like the other lady said this afternoon, that when our father comes back from his trips, we know everything is okay now. We don't have to be worried. It doesn't matter what has been going on. When father comes, he has not even spoken. He has not even been aware of what is happening. He's not even been told of what happened. Just because dad is at home. Dad is at home. Dad is at home. Dad is at home. That's stability. That is foundation. That is fundamental. That is reassurance, confidence, peace, tranquility. Because when a real man is in the house, it brings that stability. It brings that order. It gives direction. Let me show you a picture here. What do you think, Nana? What do you think of this picture? What do you think of this picture? What do you think of that picture? What do you think of this picture? That's a man. That is a man. That is a man. That is a father. That is a man. That is a father right there. Comfort, reassurance. Comfort, reassurance. Comfort, reassurance. Comfort and reassurance. That's what a man's supposed to be. Comfort and reassurance. That is a symbol of strength right there. Support, protection, stability, assurance. How many men do we have like that? Some people think that is weakness. Some men think this is weakness. Some men think this is weakness. This is not weakness. This is real strength. This is real strength. This is pillar here. This is real foundation here. Foundation. Foundation. That's where man is. That's where man is. That's what a man is. Yes. That's what a man is. That's what a man is. So God created man to be that source of strength. God created man to be that foundation of the society. God created man to communicate foundation, reassurance. It doesn't matter where he appears. This is not just the wife. This is not just about your wife only. This is not just about your mother. This is not just about your sister. This has been a man everywhere. It's been a man everywhere. When a man appears, there is order. There is assurance, peace. You know, when a man appears, it's like the case of Jesus. Do you remember the case of Jesus? When they were going in the ship, in the boat, and they were going in the boat from one side of the boat, from the bank of the boat, Jesus said, let us go to the other side. Let's go to the other side. And you know what? While they were going in the boat, the storm came. And the storm came and everything, there was danger. There was danger. And everything looked like the ship was going to wreck and the boat was going to sink. And the boys that were there, the disciples, they became panicky and they were so... that's how life is, you see. But Jesus was not just showing us the symbol and the picture of the Savior Jesus Christ, but he was also showing us the symbol and the sign of a real man. That situation there is what a real man is supposed to do. Jesus was sleeping, but they woke him up. Wake up. Don't you care that we'll perish? He woke up and took responsibility. Took responsibility. He woke up. He didn't begin to talk and do all kind of panicky thing. He didn't begin to play blame game. He just stood up. Took responsibility. What is that? Security. What is that? Stability. What is that? Responsibility. What is that? Man has come. Man has appeared. There were many male there, but when the man came, everything changed. There were many male there. There were many people there who were by sex looked like a man, like men. But a man, a real man was there too. Jesus was a real man. When a man appears, everything changes. The environment changes. The situation changes. Why? Because a man knows his role as the foundation of the whole society, as the foundation of the world. The world is shaking. Everything is falling apart because of the lack of men. Because of the lack of men. So Jesus spoke to the storm and brought stability and quieted the storm. That is the role of a man. That is how a man is supposed to react. And that is how a man is supposed to function in this world. to bring peace to the storm of life, to bring peace to the storm everywhere, to bring stability to every shaky situation and circumstances. And it brought protection. It brought security. He showed himself forth as the symbol of a real man. That is who I want to be. That is how I want to be. And that is how every man should strive to be. To function like a real man. To bring. You don't have to have any interest in it. You don't have to have any interest to gain, anything to gain. You just have to be yourself. It's not because somebody is paying you or they are not paying you. It's not because somebody is going to reward you or not going to reward you. It's just you being yourself. It's just you being a man. The same thing should happen in the economy. The same thing should happen in politics. The same thing should happen in corruption. The same thing should happen in infrastructure. The same thing should happen everywhere. Another example of Jesus as a man. Another example of Jesus as a man. You remember Jesus had 3 friends in Bethany. You remember the friends of Jesus in Bethany? Bethany? The friends of Jesus in Bethany. Mary, right? Martha, and Lazarus, right? And Lazarus. Mary, Martha, and Lazarus. Those were the 3 friends of Jesus in Bethany. You know what happened? Crisis hit. Crisis came calling. Crisis came calling. Crisis came calling in Bethany. And crisis was the worst of the crisis. The first thing Jesus offered was he responded. It was a way doing ministry, preaching, doing missionary work. You know what many pastors would have done today? Many pastors would have said, I am busy. I'm busy for the Lord. I'm working for the Lord. The Lord is number one. I don't have time. How do you expect me to leave the Lord's work and come to see you? I cannot leave God's work. I cannot leave the Lord's work. I must focus on the work of God. If he wants to die, he will go to heaven. But let me focus on God's work. I am busy. God comes first. God is my priority. I don't have time for man. I only have time for God. But Jesus was different. Jesus was not too religious to be a man. He was not too religious to be a man. He was not too religious to be a man. He was not blinded by religion. He was not too religious to be pathetic, to have sympathy. He was not too religious to have apathy. Religion did not stop his heart of a real person, of a real man, of a human heart, a passionate man. Religion did not stop it. Religion did not stop him from being compassionate. Religion did not steal his compassion. Religion did not steal his apathy. Religion did not steal his friendship and his manhood. So Jesus, even though he had to, delay a little bit, but despite the delays, Jesus left his ministry obligation. He left the work he was doing in the ministry. He left the journey. He abandoned the journey and came back home. And came back to meet his friends. He needed to be there for the ladies. He didn't say the ladies are strong enough to stand for themselves. He didn't say the women should just take care of themselves. He left the field. He left the mission field to come back home. So he didn't even come back home. He went to that city of Bethany to take care of, to be there for the ladies. He just went there to be there for the girls. He just came back, abandoned the ministry. He had to be there for the ladies. He had to be there for the men, for the women. He had to be there for the girls. He had to be there for the girls. Because there were 3. And the person that died was the man. The man died. And that responsibility was on the shoulder of the girls. What to do with the dead body? what to do with their life. There were three people, and one died. The one that died was so only two ladies were left. All the responsibility Jesus was picturing, the responsibility on the man, on the shoulder of the woman, all the responsibility the woman have to take. He will not stand it that the woman should take the responsibilities all by themselves. Jesus will not stand it. Jesus will not stand it. Jesus was compassionate to the ladies. Jesus was compassionate to the women. Jesus decided to come back, to leave his ministry work, to come back to comfort the girls. So when he appeared, he did not rush to the dead body. Jesus did not rush to the dead body, all right? He did not rush to the dead body. You know what he did? He went and first of all met with Mary, because Mary was coming to meet him. When they said, oh, the Lord has come. So he went to first of all embrace Mary, to first of all appreciate Mary, to first of all comfort. The ladies must be comforted. Jesus knew that the lady must be comforted first. And the ladies must first of all receive comfort before the dead is raised. He didn't rush to go and raise the dead first. He had to comfort the ladies first. That is what men are supposed to be doing. We have to provide stability for the girls first, for the ladies first. We have to bring protection for the ladies first. We have to first of all cover the ladies. We have to first of all give them peace of mind. Bring them stability first. Bring them compassion first. Give them peace. Wipe their tears away first before we go to solve the problem. But so many times, the men just want to go and solve problem without noticing even the women. You need to stop. Pay attention to the ladies. Wipe their tears. Comfort them. Hug them. Give them some acceptance. Give them some stability. Give them some emotional balance. Give them some comfort. Give them some peace. Give them some support. Be there for them. Give them some reassurance. Give them some peace. Then when you know that they are comforted, when you are sure they are comforted, when you know they are comforted, then you can go and do the work. Then it was Mary that ran out first, or maybe it was Martha, but I think Mary ran out first to meet him. He comforted her. Then he said, where's your sister? Where's your sister? He went to look for Martha. And he went there, comforted Martha as well. Then he said, okay, now let's go to meet the problem. Let's go to fix the problem. When it comes to ladies, you first of all have to give them assurance. You first of all have to be the foundation for them. You first of all have to act as their foundation to them first before you resolve their problem. First of all, comfort them. First of all, speak to them. First of all, hear them out. First of all, bring stability, bring peace of mind to them. Jesus was a real man. Jesus was a real man. One day, Jesus was going about his business. He was going about his business. He was going in the city, and there was a dead girl, young girl, that was being carried to go by her mother. The mother, Jesus didn't know these other people. Okay, with the case of Lazarus and Mary and Martha, he knew them. But this other damsel, it says damsel in the Bible. This other young girl, Jesus didn't know them. But she saw the woman crying on the way to burying her daughter. She was on the way, carrying the body out of the city for burial. Jesus could not stand and pass by. Jesus could not stand by. Jesus could not pass by them. That's what stability does. That's what men do. That's what men do. That's what men do. They don't pass by problems. They don't close their eyes at problems. They don't close their eyes at situations. They don't close by their eyes at circumstances. They respond. They are sensitive. They respond. They respond. Jesus told them to put down the coffin, to put down the coffin. They did, and they raised the woman, and they raised the girl up and said, arise. And the lady arised. That is what Jesus is. That is what my Jesus is like. Don't you love him? I love him. I love her. I want to be like him. You remember when they brought the woman to him, that was caught in adultery? They wanted to stone her. Jesus stood between the woman and the accusers. Jesus stood between the woman and the accusers. He would not allow anybody to stone a woman in his presence. A woman must not be insulted in his presence. A woman must not be stoned in his presence. A woman must not be assaulted. A woman must not be insulted or assaulted in his presence. Even though she was at fault, even though she was to blame, even though she was guilty, even though she was a sinner. But he would not allow them to useless her. He would not allow them to insult her. He would not allow them to disgrace her. Because a woman is an emotional being. And she's more sensitive. She's 14 times more sensitive than the man. So the woman is already dying. The woman is already disgraced. She's already humiliated. God will not stand by and let that woman be further disgraced. God will not stand by and let that woman be further humiliated and disgraced. So he had to stand between the two, between the crowd and the woman. And he will not allow that to happen. He dismissed all of them, shamed all of them, and all of them put down the stones, and then he looked on the woman. When he has dismissed all the enemies, when he had dismissed all the adversaries, then he went and spoke the word of peace to the woman, gave her peace, gave her acceptance. Now you can go in peace, young lady. That's what Jesus is. That's what Jesus is. Jesus is a real man. Jesus is a real man, my friend. Jesus is a real man. Jesus is a real man. Well, what time is it, by the way? What's the time? What's the time? Oh, wow. My God, my God, my God. My time is over. My time is over. I can't believe it. If you have not yet shared this link, please let's go ahead and share the link. Let's go ahead and look for the link to this program. Go look for the link to this program. Go look for the link to this program. Let's go look for the link. Let's go look for the link and share the link and press the share button and the like button. We need to press the like button and the share button. If you press the share button, the video will come to your timeline. It will come to your page, and then you'll be able to watch it later on, or you'll be able to invite people to watch it or something like that. So let's go ahead and share the link, and let me read some of the things that you people are writing. I've not had time to read what you are writing, but let me have a look at what you are writing. Shigo says, we love men that make us feel like babies in that sense, in protection. Yep. Yep. Amadi said, the man is the root, he is the source. The root goes all the way to secure nutrients for the plant. Bidemi said, a man is meant to be the stability in any nation. Yep. Maya said, please, men, stand up and bring stability. Anastasia said, when daddy comes home, we know what that means. Shigo is saying, this is scattering some feminist brains right there. Christina Bondar, when a man enters the room, he has to bring with him the presence of stability, courage, comfort, safety. Yeah. James Shook says, this message is changing my life and everything about me. Thanks, Dr. Adelaja. Nkem Dike said, a real man should exude strength, confidence, and stability. Fumi Onifade said, when daddy comes home, They walk in with peace, solution, confidence, love, even to mama. Mama feels good, like it's like the family is completed. It's like Jesus walks in. Feel good factor. Maya said, oh my God, I love him. Shiga said, women are looking for real men. Nkem Dike said, my dad is and always remain my number one hero. He's a real man. Love him endlessly. TY said, women are looking to return to the original place by man. TY said, my father, awesome. No one can take his place ever. Yeah. Omanike said, Pastor Sunday, thank God for this teaching. Some men think when you come to them for help, you are available because you need sex. It is so irritating. Wow. Yetunde said, my father is one of a kind. I always feel confident and protected around him. He knows when you are happy and when not. I remember I was always waiting eagerly for him to come back from work. Up till now, I see him as a strong cover. Joseph said, the world is in need of real men to take their place in destiny. The society will become better. Davida said, what most women want is free. A hug, a cuddle, companionship, a listening ear, a secure shoulder to cry on. TY said, very few men understand this. So disappointing and sometimes shattering when you don't get that, but get the grabbing instead. Yeah. Shiga said there are too many shallow men, male men all over the place. Yeah. Davida said a woman likes a man to be a good provider. It shall be a man's pride to do the same. Anastasia says, Pastor, my head is spinning so fast now. Pastor David as a Pastor Sunday, you need to teach on how to be a provider in practical times. They just don't know how. Oh, I've taught on how to be a provider already, Davida. They should go and listen to my messages on finances and on the loss of money. Yeah, that is how to be a provider. Omonika said, thanks so much for this teaching once again, Pastor Sunday. Nkem Dike said, 1,000 kisses to you, Dr. Sunday. You are just speaking my language. Thank you. Bidemi said, a man who sends his woman to go and work to foot the bill is irresponsible. Afolabi said, I'm committed to this platform despite of data and light challenge in Nigeria. TY said, chase the man out that doesn't want to be the foundation. Davida said, there are times when a woman cannot work because of childbearing. A man needs to be able to take responsibility and not put the burden on the man. Gary Ashe. Amy Bobby said, I love this topic. It's a life-changing message. God bless you, Pastor Sunday. Ruth Mason Slot says, are you encouraging divorce if the man does not understand how to be a man? Let him go learn. Let him go learn how to be a man. Rochelle White says, I love how you use visual example pictures help us visualize meanings. Oluwatoyin says, Bidemi, the ability to function as a foundation, that's who a man is, period. You are true. You are absolutely right. Yetunde said, ability to sleep and do the grabbing is not only what they are there, what the men are there for. Davida, when the man does not function as a man, the whole home is in turmoil. the family experiences crisis. Yep, that is so true. Yetunde said, the preaching is the whole truth and nothing short of the truth. Afolabi said, wow, this is hot message. But Davida said, the emphasis in the church has been on submission and obedience of the woman and not the responsibility of the man. These things should not be so. Rochelle White says, yes, because they don't have understanding as to who men really are. Esther said it is hot topic this because pastors is really passionate about men as foundations. Chris Ogedengbe, Pastor Chris is asking us to share the link, the message again and again so that we'll spread the word. Bidemi said, thank you, sir. This is the beginning of every economic recovery of any poor country. Gladys is saying, please, everybody, share the link. Ushi Amadi said, a man should lead the way. Our women should not be begging us to lead the way. Enough of all those begging from our women, begging us to be responsible. Let's take the burden from our women. They are carrying so much already. Jefferson said, these are basic truth about manhood. Any man serious about their destiny in life should not choke on them. Monica said, I've never been at peace with any man apart from my late uncle. Yetunde said, oh my God, this is just too much, my mentor. Preach it loud and clear. Ojo Olawale said, a man is supposed to be a source of inspiration to others around him. He is to impact the people around him and the world. Patty Bafu said, this is a strong message that will transform society. Jefferson says, Pastor, funny enough, many feminists will take offense to these views. God bless them. Royal Gift is saying, this is so true. This is such a true talk. Now, how can we force the men to watch this video? DK is saying, very true. Even boys need that from their dad as they grow up. A real man plays an in-depth role in the life of the woman, girls, and boys. Yep. Rochelle White said, this is such a powerful understanding. Omonika said, Pastor Sunday, your sister knows that she can only rely on you. Maybe other people have never cared for her. She feels more safer with you. Women know what they want in a man. A man responds to every situation of instability. A true man, right? Davida said, unfortunately, rather than protecting the weak, these days the weak are often being victimized. A real man restores the right of the weak. Yeah. G.D. Craig, real men bring reassurance and generate confidence in those who they touch. Real men will add positively to their beneficiaries. Yetunde said, our men are really listening and are ready to be stronger foundations. May God grant them the strength and ability to do the needful. Wonolu says, responsibility brings stability. A real man has the ability with no shaking. Royal gift. Her pastor is talking about nation and community when foundation of home is still not stable yet. When you are not able to take care of your home, how can you take care of the society? Rochelle White is saying how different our societies will be with this kind of understanding. Amadi said our responsibilities as men also goes beyond our family to affect the world around us. Caroline said this is a picture of true masculine sensitivity to recognize and take responsibility for the well-being of others, even down to their emotions. Davida says society has been taught that caring is weakness and feminine, so a man is associated with brute force rather than tenderness. Denise is saying, I'm that man that many will run to, that pillar of strength and assurance, the foundation founded on the rock to his wife, church, and family, and the society. Monica said, yes, some men think when they are helping a woman, it's a sign of weakness. Beatty says, this is the feeling a good father gives to his children. Not everyone has that kind of father in their lives, but thank God I have a heavenly Father. Davida said, when I see a man serving his wife and children, I see a great man. Christina says, if we had had more real men in the world, we would see less pain, tears around. Yes. Davida said, caring does not diminish a man's manhood. It manifests his true manhood. He is being created to just be like God. Yetunde said, some men appear at home to their family and palpitations starts, everybody starts to run helter-skelter, unfortunately. Instead of order and assurance, people begin to get more confusion. Ushe said, oh Lord, I must be a real man. I must take the lead for my family, leading by example. I am the foundation for my home and community. TY say, how many people, men, can we even approach in crisis? When we summon the courage to approach, how many men, clergy, husband, friend, will respond? Man has become extinct and endangered. Thank God for the few who are fulfilling be it the God-given mandate. Jide said, Dr. Adelaja, Jesus and the woman caught in adultery, he stood as a man, fully protecting and defending her from the storm of accusation, betrayal, hypocrisy. He covered and shielded her in spite of her shortcoming. Truly, he was a man. Jefferson said, the word says we contend with arguments and ideas of this age that tries to subvert the true intentions of God. The concept of fatherhood and manhood is under serious attack. That's why a lot of men are so weak and sold their birthright for morsel of bread. Monica said, Pastor Sunday, some men think they can't help a woman, especially if the woman is already financially fit. They can't even help at home. No stability of any kind. This is very sad story. Nena said, Jesus is such a father. I love him so much. He cares at all times. Davida said, the man Jesus came to show men how to be a real man. Most people have taken their definition of manhood from tradition. Don't let tradition define who you are. Let Jesus, look to Jesus. He will show you who you really are. Jesus is the perfect example of the man. One other says, it is no wonder women seek solace in other relationships where they are shown kindness, work, friends, etc. When men don't provide comfort and security at home. Yep. Monica said, we women always love the people that are kind to us because we are very sensitive and emotional. We are never comfortable with anyone that maltreats us. Yep. Adelaja this. Whenever God wants to send a rescue mission to mankind, he raises up a man to execute his plan. Dr. Adelaja is one of such. This great voice is repositioning men back to their original purpose. Comfy say, bless you, Pastor, more anointing. This is deeper than we know. It's an unusual teaching. God bless you. Obi Ojimadu said, that's it. I'm starting a new men's enlightenment and growth movement. The kind of questions most men still ask tells me there's a lot of work still to be done. Time to take back the society. Julia Fortune said, a real man doesn't act like a boy by complaining, but take action. A real man can eliminate undisciplined thinking and learn to manage emotions. Thanks, Pastor Sunday, for this teaching. Ngoya shares wonderful, wonderful teaching. I somehow feel very comforted by this message. Thanks a lot, Pastor. Frank Beja, hello, Pastor. I watched one of your motivational speak. You are a giant pastor. I really want to meet you before I go to Africa. Okay, I'm here in Ukraine. You can write to me. My email is pastor@godembassy.org. pastor@godembassy.org. Ladi Shorunke, if men understand their potential, there will be very little problem in this world. Apostle Yomi Onadikwe said, well done, Pastor. Thank you. Well, thank God. I read all the comments. We'll see you tomorrow morning. I will be back. God bless.